Hunter's Full Moon Trilogy is the first book in the Eastern Faraway Adventures by Midnight Tower.
Hey everyone, Dave here. Welcome to Band of Badgers, and this is our Midnight Tower campaign, Hunter's Full Moon. One day I'll get one of these right. I honestly do not do it on purpose, but I think since we ever started Band of Badgers, I've never got these right.
Anyway. Steve, now's your chance, buddy. He had one job: talk.
I can mute him. There we go.
Talking.
I've muted him. Right. Anyway, so we are playing, just in case you don't know, a campaign which has been written by our friends Tove and Eric from Midnight Tower. This is what it looks like. Absolutely amazing. You can grab yours now. You can also grab it from online. Steve, put up that link.
I'm just pressed the way to go and put it in chat. There you go.
There it is. There must be a bit of lag. That's probably what that is.
I'm
check out
this right.
all those amazing books. This campaign, more campaigns, loads of campaigns from Midnight Tower. And also, we're joined by the amazing, the Warrior Proof. It's Dinah Restrepo, everybody.
Not just me. What about everyone else?
Where are you?
We don't worry about that. We don't worry about that.
Thanks, guys.
And also, the highly creative. It's. Oh, you forgot the link there, Steve. It's Ian.
Yay!
There we go.
Let's hear.
And there's Dinah's.
There's the.
Have fun of you.
Do you see what I have to work with here? Anyway,
It's not that bad.
which is great. I get to play in this campaign, which is fantastic. Midnight Tower has not only written the campaign, but I've offered to GM it as part of our GM created series. So we're going to go over to
Me, yes, and I'll just sort of. Okay, this is very complicated. I'll bounce it back and see if anyone would like to read the previously description of what happened last time before the fire alarm went off in real life, not in the game.
Yeah, I can.
So
I
I'll bounce
can
it
give
back
it a go
to
this
Kingsman
time.
if you like. Yeah, brilliant.
Okay, so let's try and do this in Kingsman's voice. Right.
No pressure.
No, exactly not. Previously, on Hunter's Full Moon. Don't make me big. You've had your chance. You had your chance. Anyway, previously on Hunter's Full Moon Adventures. We are traveling through Bugwell towards the Tower of Agatoth, where we hope to find the long-lost key to Queen Freya Swiftsteel's legendary tomb. Our journey has taken us through Longleaf Grove, an enchanted forest where nature appears to be wilder and stranger than anything I have seen before. Following a golden path, we met the charming dryad Avin Fernwillow and promised her that we would kill the hideous creatures that are destroying her forest and her home. Will we survive the battle with the evil Eticaps? Join us as our adventure continues.
Yay!
Encore.
Awesome.
I've just deleted it now. I've just closed it.
Toby spent ages working on that.
I know.
Yeah, no,
I've just
absolutely.
deleted it. So, over to you.
Yes, and I think we were in the middle of the fight last time when we were playing. So let's have a look at the map. And I think I just figured out that the Eticaps had 2 attacks.
No.
So yes, they are gonna see. Let's
There we
see.
go.
I think it's their turn. And yes, and it's at confusion that they are named A, B, and C, but I've written 1, 2, and 3. So let's see how that goes. So it is Eticap A, which can choose between Kara and Killian. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3 for Kara and 4, 5, 6 for Killian. It's going to attack Killian. And it is Killian, AC 20.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. You have to do a DC 11 con save.
That's a 14 on the dice plus 4 is 18 in total.
So that's okay. Then you still take 8 in piercing damage and 3 in poison damage, so 11 in damage, as it sort of take a big chunk out of your shoulder.
Okay.
And then it is Eticat B, which can choose between Flinny and Vix. And it's going to go for Flinny. That is also an AC 20.
That is a hit.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you can make an 11 con save.
That did, 4 plus 2, that's for 6. So no.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Bust roll.
So if you fail, you are poisoned. And you also take... Oh, you don't take that much damage though. You take 2 in piercing damage and 1 in poison damage, so 3 in damage. And then it's the Eticap C, which is rolling on disadvantage. So that is, for you, are AC 6. Which I assume is going to be a miss.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
So if it's missing, then it's Vic's turn.
Okay, so obviously, like Linnae and Vix have like bounded over this, and Kingsman stayed behind. Vix has taken quite a beating, but like, I don't know, he just still seems quite serious, and like the way that he moves is still more of a dance than it is that of a fighter. But Kingsman, you would see that he is still definitely taking on those lessons that you've been teaching him each morning. He's going to just straight up. He spins round almost like as if he was being twirled by someone in a dance. And you watch like the dust float off him. He's going to straight up make a. Actually, he's going to, as he twirls, he's going to move 5 feet over to this side of the Eticat. If we're flanking, I get advantage.
No, not with the fifth edition. 3.5, you got flanking.
Okay, cool.
But you're still because you're not using a sneak attack, are you? Because that's with fighting, I think.
No, I'm just a bard. No sneak attack for me.
Yeah. No. Okay. Fine.
So I'll roll it up. Ooh, it's not great. That is going to be a. It's a 10.
Oh, it has AC 13, so...
Yeah, goes wide. He's like, Linnae, protect yourself.
I'm trying.
It makes this sort of like a annoying sound at you, sort of hissing.
And that will be a bardic inspiration for Linnae.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
nice.
Very cool.
That's my go.
Yeah, that's you. Then it is Kara.
All right.
And you have 2 to choose between. One which is wounded, and the other one you notice that it has a little bit of it's when it's looking at you, it has like multiple eyes, but they're not entirely focused. You can see how it's almost acting a little bit like it's drunk.
All right. I'm gonna strike the one that's wounded, please.
Yes.
Let's get that one down first.
Mhm.
All right. She raises her sword, and with the 2, she just goes whoosh. She just like almost loses her grip on her sword and grabs it back again.
No one needs to know about that.
No, yeah, because that's a total of an 8. So that's nothing.
That's
Yep,
a
we're good.
miss.
Let me see if I have a bonus action for something. Hold on, give me one quick second. No, it's an action. I don't think I can do it. Oh no, bonus action. I'm going to cast Thunder Smite on the
Good.
one that's
Nice.
next, the one that I was just attacking, because my sword doesn't work, and she's just like, ah! So let's see. For casting a spell, remind me in D&D, do I add a proficiency bonus here?
You should have a in your spells or in your actions. You should have a plus next to it there, or it depends on if it's a save or not.
It doesn't say. It says first
What
level.
spell are you
Thunder Smite.
casting?
Thunder Smite.
You use that with an attack. So
Oh, is that
With
when
an
you
your
hit?
attack roll? Yeah.
Oh, I see. Strength 12. Okay, so I add 12 to the.
No, you would just make your normal weapon attack, and Thunderous Smite does additional damage if you hit with that weapon attack.
Oh, so it goes on the weapon.
Yes.
Never
Save it for
mind.
later.
Never
But
mind.
you know what?
That's fun.
You can do it next time.
Yes, I will.
Yes.
All right. So I'll just cast it into my blade.
No worries. Okay, that is Kara, and then it's Killian.
Okay, I would like to rage, please. So you see
Yes.
the tattoos on his arms and his back become sort of magically go with this green light, and the tree of life changes, and the dragon rises up from the base and becomes four at the forefront of the whole visage that I've got across my shoulders. I can't
Very
speak today.
cool.
Right, and I would like to attack. And I believe I've got a bardic inspiration, so I guess I'll see what I roll first. That's an 8 plus 4 is a 12, so I'm going to use my bardic inspiration.
Mhm.
That's a 6. That's an 18 to hit in total.
Yeah. That is a hit.
Okay, so I swing the axe in a sort of a backhand motion, clipping Etcap A around the torso, doing 9 points of damage.
Yes.
And then I just get all up in its face and just growl.
Nice and close and personal.
Yes.
Yeah, it sort of does that little scary noise back at you. So you're facing off there. That's you. All right. Do you want to do something else? Or is that it?
No, that's it. My bonus action was to rage.
Yes. Excellent. Then we are back from to the top. Kingsman. You have 3 to choose between. One of them is very, very wounded. That's one between Flinny and Vix. Then there is the one that Kara is chopping away on, and then there is one which looks, as I mentioned, looks a little bit. You can't see it from the distance but you notice that it's moving a little bit sluggishly.
Okay, I'm going to go for Etcap C on the map.
Yes.
So I'm just going to lean out from the tree. I've got full cover position. Lock an arrow, pull back, take my aim. Nice controlled shot.
Cool.
That is an 18 to hit
That is a hit.
with 11 damage.
Ooh, nice. Yes.
And I will stay in my position.
Yeah.
Coward!
Right. Yeah, we know where the next arrow is going.
Exactly. Who said that?
I'll throw down my weapons and pull up a twig. Take them all on.
All right, then it's Brave Flinny. Your turn.
Oh, brave Sir Pliny bravely
ran away.
bravely tries to retaliate. Remind me, Vix, did you cast Bardic Inspiration on Pliny?
Yes, you have a Bardic
Yes.
Inspiration.
Excellent, right here. So, I look terrified. Flinny looks absolutely terrified because this is, I believe, the first actual monster he has ever seen, city boy that he is. So he's like just looking at this thing, which is probably why it got him.
You heard the stories, but you never really thought they were real.
Stories. So, dripping venom from his wound, it probably sways a bit on his feet, but he does his best to lay into this monster and swings at it on disadvantage because he is poisoned.
Oh yeah.
And that's one of them is a natural 1.
That is a miss.
It makes sense for your first creature, story-wise.
So he uses his bonus action to try to make an attack with his other short sword. No, just forget it. No. Basically showing his sword. It's like, look
Join my
at
team.
Sort of like,
look at these, and then he puts them away.
They tried to sort of like shoo, but with the weapons, it's not really working very well.
Next.
All right, then it is the Eticaps again, I'm afraid. So
we go.
we have Eticap A, which can choose between Kara and Killian, and it's going to be Killian, and they have 2 attacks, so let's try this time. They do 2 sort of like with the claws. The first one is an AC 7, so not impressive, and the other one is an AC 11.
They both miss, so I get the shield up in time to block
Yep.
those strikes.
Yes. And then it is Eticap B.
Here we go.
Which is gonna go Flinny or Vix. It's gonna go on Vix.
Shield of Faith, real quick. I just look over because I see he's hurt, and I just cast Shield of Faith on him.
Ah, okay, cool.
That can be plus AC, does it?
Yes, it's a +2 to your AC.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Reaction, because it's attacking Vix instead of me, so I use my Sentinel. If I'm
Yes.
Yes. Do you do that before it attacks or after?
Well, that's a very good question.
I believe with Sentinel, if it's defeat, it should be triggered by him going to make the attack, so therefore it's before. But
That
Do you check the word
sounds logical. Yeah, let's go for that. Eric.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Or Flinny.
So I make another attack on disadvantage.
Mhm.
It's my sword again, and then I remove it. Right. So sorry, Vix. Next time,
oh, let's go. I've got a backup character ready to go anyway.
freaking disadvantage.
Yeah.
Right.
It tries to do that sort of with a 2 claws. So the first one is an AC 10,
Yes.
and the other one
Yes.
AC
Even with my +2.
23.
Oh, Jesus.
Second one hits.
Second one here.
The Shield of Faith cover. Oh no, it's +2.
The Shield of Faith saved me on the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. You get 6 in slashing damage.
Oh god.
Okay. Anything
You
else?
up?
No, that's it. You're standing up.
Oh, he looks like it's almost like you can see like gemstones really shining through some of the cuts now as they're there, and there's like little bits of mud seeping out in between like some of the scales, but he's still standing.
Mm.
Flinny,
That's good.
gemstones.
Shiny.
Later.
I'm just gonna try this, Luz. And then it's the Eticap.
Do you cry out at all, Vix?
it's weird. Like, he is so focused in this fight, like you've never seen before. So it's like, but he's like trying to like tell Flinay to get away. He's like, move back. So it's more like grunts, I guess.
Okay.
And the last one will attack Kara. Disadvantage, natural 1, so that's okay. And then AC 17.
No,
Is that a miss?
it's a miss.
Okay, yeah.
My AC is 19.
Ooh, that's
Jealous.
person being paladin. At least you're wearing your armor now, so you know.
Shh, we're not talking about that.
Yes, we do. Just rub it in. A little bit extra. Some salt. Yeah. All right, Vix, it's your turn. Revenge.
Yes. Right, finish them.
Yeah, he stumbles back, but he sees you like Flinay, like as you're like disorientated from the poison. He's like, no, and he will. Five.
Die. Oh.
He spins around, staying within that melee range. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. In here, in this cube, there should be a 20-foot cube. I'm hoping that should get quite a few of the Etacaps. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire as you watch. He almost like sheaves the rapier while keeping a hand on it, and then he spins around in this kind of like dancing sort of way as he gets to Flinay, and he like grabs onto your shoulder and he's like, get back. And then but if you weren't, at least this will help. And he just like holds his hand out, and this like gem dust just leaves his hand, and anything that it touches, specifically the Etacaps, begin to glow, and they have this like organic kind of gemstone glitter on them now. All attacks have advantage, or if you're at disadvantage, it's now a flat roll.
Yep.
With advantage.
Yeah, they do this. They do not like this at all.
And it's almost like spores in the air, but they glisten.
Very cool.
He then tries to take a defensive stance. That's all he's got. Oh, that's my bardic inspiration. I'm having a bardic inspiration.
Awesome.
Cool. That's my go.
Yeah, that's cool. Then it is Kara.
Oh my gosh, it's me already. All right. I'm going to just get a better grip on my sword and swing again. Okay. Okay. That's a 17.
That is a hit.
Beautiful. Oh, and I also have Divine Smite on it. Or which one do I have? Yeah, Divine Smite on it. 8. Okay. Here we go. Let me just look at my. Okay. That is 7 points of regular damage, 5 points of Divine Smite.
That is enough. You kill it. That is. And you attacking the wounded one, so I'll remove that one.
What does your Divine Smite look like?
I
don't think
kind
we've seen this yet.
Sorry?
I don't think we've seen this yet, have we?
Mm-mm. I imagine from way, like from the sky, like a solar ray of sun just like you know what I mean? Like it kind of just explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this pillar of light going down.
Yes.
And for 1 second, like the entire forest is
Almost
white.
like Moonbeam, but not. It's the sun.
Yeah. Ooh, I like it. Very, very cool. All right, do you do something? Is that...
That is
yeah.
that's all my turns, yes.
Yeah, that's your turn. Brilliant. Then it's Killian.
Okay, I'll shout, Kara, take care of the other one. I'll go and back up Linnae and Vix, and then I'll move to this location here, and I'll take a overhand battle axe chop at Etacat B with advantage, which is good because I rolled 1. and then an amazing 3 on the other dice.
Oh my
Oh no!
God.
No!
Well, you get
So
rid of
that's,
both of them in one go. So.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
So that's those dice going back in the pot
Yeah.
for another day.
That's
Get out of here!
Might go
and
over.
then it is. Yeah, I think so. Unless you want to do something else,
No, that's
Yeah.
me.
then it is Kingsman.
Okay. We've took sorry, Steve. By removing that etiquette, we've taken him off the initiative list.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I'll put it back in.
We can just put one of the others back in. That's fine.
Yeah.
I think they was on 16, 15 or 16.
They were just above me in the initiative order.
So I will just pop out from my hiding spot and let another one go at etiquette C, which is with advantage. That's not bad. That's over. I've got 15 plus 8. It's over 20.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 points of damage.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that's the one you hurt before, so it's making this, and it's just burrowing deep into the shoulder, next to the other one. So they're just like twin shots, pretty much. Very cool. And then
Yes, I
am. Yes.
You're learning.
Flinny, your turn.
Yes, and I'm back on normal, right? Because I have disadvantage
Yes, you
and
are.
advantage.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Right. Right. So that my eyes look at all the lights around me. I'm seeing things, and then I focus on the etiquette. And then,
Strike true.
Stay still. Oh, thank you.
Strike better.
That's what I didn't want to say. That's amazing. So clearly, I'm still not seeing. Right, but I'm using my bonus attack and my bonus action to make yet another. Put it love of. Actually, I'm gonna use the bardic inspiration die.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a 6, which brings this up to a total of 19.
Nice.
Kill it.
Finally. So, which means no, that was my offhand. So
Left now.
no
Da-da-da.
strength bonus, but this is I can get my sneak attack, I believe,
You can indeed.
which makes a total of a mighty 7 piercing damage.
They had 3 hit points left. So you
I hit it, everyone! I hit it.
just
Good work. One more. Let's go help out Kara.
and then we'll remove that one.
What?
Then
What?
it is. Are you going to do something else?
Now that it is dead, I am, yes, because I watch it slide off my tiny sword, and then I can. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Can I move myself in that case? Use my movement to go all the way down here.
Yes.
That's 30, right?
Yeah, that's 30.
And I park there, right next to Kara.
Okay. And then it is Vix.
Yeah. Is it not Eticat C before me?
So it's etiquettes.
Yes.
Is it etiquettes or is it Vix?
To be Eticat.
It's Eticaps.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the Eticat. Sorry. I think it's me. I think I moved them away and then they disappeared from the initiative. Sorry. So it can choose between Flinny and Kara, and it's gonna go for Kara.
Reaction,
And
please.
Yes,
Nice.
go for the reaction. Very clever. Woo!
Good.
Yeah, if I hit.
That sounded a little bit condescending. I'm sorry.
It's like,
Very good, Eric.
Good boy. Good boy. I'm sorry.
right, over to you, Kara.
Which is something maybe we shouldn't get into.
Oh boy!
Yeah, we
Right,
crossed the line.
as you were.
As you are. All right, it's gonna hit. Not gonna hit because it has disadvantage. So that is AC 6, and that is not a hit because Kara had an AC 19. So then it's Vix.
Yeah. Can I do a perception check, please, to see if there's any more in the area?
Sure.
That is going to be. Ooh, where are my skills? Let's grab those up. It's probably not going to be great. Percepzione. Oh, it's a plus 0. No, it's a 12.
A 12. You do not see any more etiquettes. You do see something pretty much behind the tree north of you. You can't really make out what it is. It looks like a shape, but it's not an etiquette. Yeah, exactly. Over there somewhere. Behind that tree, you see something.
He would call out like, Cara, Flinay, have you got this?
Yes.
Killian, there's something up above that tree. We should go check it out. And he'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. When he gets to, there, can he see anything behind the tree?
Yes. You see that there is someone either laying sort of like in an ambush or they're flat on their belly. They're not moving though.
Do they look spidery, or is it like
no? They look elven.
Killian, we've got an elf. Yeah, I guess I'll go over to them and shake them. See if I can shake them awake. Are they around here? Are they? So I'll use my move action to dash, basically, to get to
okay.
them.
Yeah. I was going to say otherwise you won't reach it. Yeah, you can do that. When you lean down to sort of shake them, or you realize that there's something wrong. They're not moving in the right. They're not in the right position. Like the neck is just too twisted to one side. You also see that there are deep sort of marks. They're staring with, unseeing eyes up to this guy. It's an elven woman. She's wearing armor, and next to her is her staff. And she's wearing what looks like some sort of druid robe.
I'm going to assume just straight up dead, or do you want me to make a medicine check?
No, definitely. Either very good at acting or very dead. Those two possibilities.
Let's do the insight check then. That's a 3.
Yeah, she has a really good poker face. You are not sure.
No, she's gone. She's dead. And that'll be my go.
Yep. Okay, Kara, it's you.
I will try and swing my sword and kill this thing. Let's see.
And you have advantage, I think.
I do?
Fairy fire.
Oh, no, I'm good, because that was a 3 on the die. Okay, that's way better. 14 plus 6.
That is a hit.
Not the best, but 7 points of damage.
Ooh. It's incredibly wounded. It's sort of swaying, but it's still alive. And then it is Killian.
I'll go charging off after Vix because he's run off on his own. So I'll just go with him. So Rage will lapse because I haven't attacked, or I assume won't be attacked this round. So I can just see what he's going on to.
Much what? Yes, the elven woman next to the tree with deep wounds, and next to her is the staff.
Yeah,
and she's not moving.
Okay. Can I actually, because I'll let Rage subside, I'd like to use a spell action, please. I'm going to use 1 charge on my medallion to cast Cure Wounds on Vix.
Yep.
So you get 2 points back.
How does it look when you use that medallion?
So the medallion sort of glows with this blue ambience, and as I finish casting spell and reach out to touch you, it's not actually my hand that touches you. It's this dwarven spiritual fist that reaches out of the medallion and finishes the spell for me. Because I've got absolutely no idea what I'm doing with casting
Nice.
spells.
I like
So-
it.
So
That
I
is
just let that do it. So this
It's like-
ghostly hand reaches forth and completes the spell.
I think like as that, like you see some of the mud like just dry and like crack off like a scab that's falling off in time, and like some of the wounds like almost look like a fissure in the ground. They start to seal like an earthquake in reverse. And he's like, I didn't know you had it in you. Winks at you, and then it's just like goes to like look like he's about to interrupt the action, and he's like, we should get her to back to the Dryad.
Yes. I'll pick the body up.
Yeah. Then it is Kingsman. There's one etiquette.
Okay.
And it's
Again,
definitely
I'm gonna-
swaying back and forth, sort of like.
step out from the tree, take aim, hold my breath,
It's hanging by a thread.
let it out. 18 plus 8, so well over, and another 10 points of damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is more than enough. It is gone. It had one hit point left. So yeah, it falls to the ground with
Nice.
this just split sort of web and blood, and then it twitches a couple of times before it dies.
When Killian picks up the body, Vix will pick up the staff and place it like. If, I imagine you're holding her like in your arm, so she's like laid out. I'll put the staff on top of her chest, so that, and then put her arms over it, so she's holding it, and let you carry the body and the staff.
Okay.
We should get back to the others.
Lead on, Vix. I'll follow you.
Nods. Sup, fuckers.
Now I'm hearing things too.
I'm not sure if I heard that right. Okay. Kara just stares at you like, what language is that?
Hey, Vix. I'm feeling not so great.
Oh, Blair, come here.
What? Okay.
I will, as you approach, there's this like low bassy tone that comes from the throat of Vix, and you just like you feel the tremor in you, and that dust again comes off him. I'm going to do cure wounds on you.
Ooh.
So that will be 10 points.
Wow.
Good.
That feels better, but everything's spinning. I'm gonna sit down right here. I sit down on the netiquette.
And then just look at the rest of the group.
Yeah, so it's a little bit squishy, and you get purple blood on your clothes, and a little bit wet.
No.
It smells rank.
Oh, ugh. Yeah, no, I sit there, but I'm too dazed to rise up, so I just.
I'll pick you up, and then she'll like lift you up, and then just place.
Whoa! that was wild.
Let's
I just
not
flew.
sit on the deceased.
I'm a what? Sorry.
Let's not sit on the deceased.
Oh, clever. I sit on the
Yeah,
grass
we
instead.
don't want to
Could be
make more
disease.
deceased.
Exactly what I thought. Sit on gold, not on the dead bodies. Sit on the gold, not on the dead bodies. We don't want to make more.
No. Speaking of, I mean, do you think it's worth poking around this area, Kingsman, now that the threat seems to be dealt with? I don't know how many more there might be coming this way if they nest, or I don't know much else about Eticaps, but maybe there's more. If there's one person here and he like points to the druid in Killian's arms, maybe there's more.
I agree, Vix. This tree in the middle seems to be hollow. There seems to be a pathway leading into it. Would you like to go in first?
Yeah, I don't mind. How dark is it in there?
It's fairly dark. It's a small crack, so unless you have dark vision, which I assume you have, because everyone has that unless you're human.
I don't. No dark vision here.
No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
weirdly,
that's
of
corrected.
all the flavorists.
What?
I have dark vision.
Me too.
You have dark vision. Yeah.
I don't even think I'd have a torch. No. I don't.
You do have a bull. You have a lantern.
Oh
That
yeah.
you.
Like bloody backpack off that he got from like the dead guy in the wolf. He's like, oh, yeah, sure. And he takes out his only survival thing he's got, which is a tinderbox, and then he like strikes it and like he struggles with it. Like even then, he's like, know what he's doing. Likes the hood. Like,
By the time you're doing all this, Kara just can just
Yeah.
kind of walk in and have a look.
Yeah.
like blasted, like ready. Oh,
So, Kara, do you go into the
Sure.
hollow?
I will
Yeah.
leave. I will. Can I make sure? Is everyone okay, like health wise too? Because I can also heal.
Yeah.
Am I still feeling the effects of the poison?
Yes. I think you're gonna do that for the next hour.
Yeah.
Vix looks bad.
So
He's
has anyone still got visible wounds?
Yes.
So I'm visibly wounded. Vix is visibly wounded. What about you, Kara and Finay? Are you visibly wounded?
I've not been touched, so I can heal. Let's see.
I mean, Killian.
I
if you had-
lied about the poison. You're poisoned for 1 minute.
Oh, right.
You still feel crappy though. So.
Who's the most wounded? Who looks out of all of you the most wounded? Because I can do my biggest heal on.
out of game.
I would leave it because I'm just about to do something for the moment.
So you're
So,
you
and then-
don't
and
want heals.
Not if you. I'm going to cast. So metagaming. I'm going to cast aid out of the medallion, which will give give 3 people 5 additional hit points, both current and max. So I'm going to cast that on myself, Kara, and Vix.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So I walk over and I say some strange dwarven words, and then with the medallion, I pull out a ghostly image of it. So it's like a complete repeat, but in spirit form. And then I break it into 3 pieces, and I give each of us 1 each. That's yours to carry now. It carries part of the power, the last remaining power in the medallion for today. It will give you some additional health. It will repair some of the wounds you've already taken, but also bolster you, make you stronger for the next 8 hours. So, metagaming, it will give you 5 additional hit points, both to your maximum capacity and to your current HP.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
In that moment as well, like just before Kara casts anything or does anything, I do have some healing magic left as well, but I don't know if there's going to be more to fight, and I don't know how much arcane ability I should hold back.
It's all right. And then she'll reach out and she'll cast Cure Wounds, and you'll get 8 points back.
And he just looks at you like really sympathetically. He's like, "Thank you."
Do you need more?
No. And right as rain. And you're watching like all of this mud just pull back into him, and like all of these fissures close up.
She
And
just
he's
kind of
smiling.
stares at you because it's quite fascinating to her.
Yeah.
And then she'll quickly snap her head back to Flinay. Do you need
Oh,
heals? Sorry.
what? Well, no, I'm good. It's well, I think crap, but at least this whole glade is not spinning anymore. And that's something.
And
But
Killian.
I'm still wounded, but I'm okay for now. I keep the heals in case we come across any more of these creatures or something else out in the woods. We should keep something in reserve, just a little bit.
I will follow me, and she'll continue heading straight into the tree.
Follow right behind.
It is a rather narrow opening, but you can squeeze in with your arm and everything, sort of like. But when you enter it, it's pretty much since a lair. It smells awful. you see in one corner there is a dead deer, which has been, when you look closer, you see it has been crudely opened and it's stuffed with some sort of mushroom. The deer is very dead. And there's quite a sort of like webs, but no living creature in there.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it is. It smells awful. You see that some of the creatures with their sort of little mandibles have eaten of this deer, so it's half eaten as well.
Side note, I can also cast light. So if someone wants to be lit up as well, I can cast light on an object on you or something.
I got the lantern at the moment, I'm good.
If Kingsman or Killian wants light, because I would assume Flinne will hide in the shadows.
I've got dark vision anyway, so I'm fine.
Frankly, I can't see a thing.
Okay.
Sorry?
I can't see a thing, so light is great.
You don't want to hide in the shadows?
Well, normally, yes, but there's a lot of shadow here, and not so much me, so...
She'll cast light on your emblem right here.
Oh, right.
So now it looks like you're a miner.
Exactly. Perfect.
Hey, this is really convenient.
Yeah, you're standing in the middle of the tree going like, oh, this is very clever.
Yeah.
Interesting. And yeah.
There's money to be made in that. Enchanted headstones.
Mm.
Exactly. Do that permanent and you have a good magical item. When you have finished investigating the tree, I assume you step outside because there is nothing much more to see in there. And as you start to make your way out of the tree, you see another one of those dead trees that were sort of like covered with web. The web is sort of, it's like melting away, like it was frost or made of sugar, if that makes sense. And then you see on some of the branches, there's small buds opening with green leaves. And then in the middle of the tree is a door. And through the door opens and you see the dryad who you met before, Avin Fernwillow, will step out of the tree.
Vix takes a knee, bows his head. My lady.
Yeah, she does this sort of like, is it safe? How did it go? She looks at you with expectation.
He looks at the group. We fought valiantly for your beauty today. And today,
thank you.
Your home is safe. Unfortunately, I think we found a friend or an ally of yours. And he points over to Killian, who's holding the body.
Yeah.
I'll step forward and offer the elf's body to the dragon.
It's a pity that this marvelous creature had to sacrifice her life, but at least the forest is safe now, thanks to you and her, of course, who did the valiant thing. From my part and from the Sealy Court, I thank you. I think together with the rest of the wardens, we will make sure that this threat will be abolished once and for all. She has a sort of very beautiful voice that almost sounds a little bit like a song when she speaks. It's a very sort of type of melody into her vowels. And she produced, in one hand, she sort of hands you to Kingsman, I assume, a green silk pouch, and then she gives to Kara a vial that looks a little bit like the Lord of the Rings sort of vial, the glass one that Frodo gets. So she says that these are my gifts as a thank you for helping me and the Sealy Court make the forest and the Ladies' Lake safe again. I hope that it will help you in the future. This is the elixir of the blessed. We only give it to the most valiant heroes. And I hope that she nods at to you, Kingsman, that this can help you on your travels as well, if you need to buy food or equipment on your journey. And the green silk pouch contains various gemstones worth 24 GP. And the crystal vial is a white lilac fluid which contains elixir of the blessed. It sort of glitters in the sunlight, and it can, if you drink it, it will give you 2d6 of extra temporary hit points, and you can cast the bless 3 times during the next hour.
She'll just. Sorry.
After you. No, after you.
She would bow her head and as a thank you, and cracks a small smile, and then walks off out, hoping the rest will follow and not be so. Oh
yeah, you're the only one. Yeah, the other ones are like, oh, she's so pretty.
They're all like drooling right now, and I can feel it, and I'm just like, nope, we're leaving. Let's go. Go to sleep.
Yep.
Vix, he puts his hand on to Kingsman's shoulder. Kingsman, I've asked you 3 questions every morning. Do you remember what they are?
No, I do not.
I've asked you, have you ever seen water so clear you feel like you could breathe, walk, travel through it? Have you ever sat on the top of a volcano and watched a sunrise? Have you ever been so deep in a mine it feels like the air itself could crush you? Have you ever walked the veil between worlds? And then he looks to the Dryad.
Mm-hmm.
My lady, I would ask for you some more time, please. Your song, your appearance is beautiful. And I would like to teach my friend here more about the veil between worlds, especially that has happened here today. My beauty comes in the form of song. And I wish to learn so many songs. And I would love to add yours to my repertoire.
She's like, I can see that you are worthy of this. We have much work to do here in the forest. But when our work is finished, I would invite you to return here. And we can exchange knowledge if you are interested.
He winks. And then he...
she winks back.
He almost like... there's like what he's wearing, because he's still not wearing armor, and he like takes like the silk shirt that he's got and he like rips part of like the tail at the bottom off it, and then if I may, approaches, and then we'll tie it around her wrist.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be back. We have work to do.
She looks very pleased, sort of like, yes.
And then as Kara's walking away, I've got one more question to ask you, Kingsman, and I'll ask you in the morning when we're training. And he pulls the lute out and then starts playing it and follows Kara. It's deep, throat singing, but low.
I'll do a small round of applause. Now, I apologise for breaking the ambience, Vix. You do have such a way with words. I'm afraid my mind is more mechanical. My lady Fernwillow, I'm just new to magic, and all these wondrous things I'm starting to discover have made me think about other things that could be possible. I noticed that you came through a door in the tree over there, some form of magical travel, I would guess. We, as a group, have a job to do. We have many miles to travel through this forest. Can we ask another favour for the service we've carried out? Are you able to use your magic to aid us in our long distance travel? Can you send us, greater than we could walk in a day, for example, so we get closer to our destination?
I I wish I could do that. I can help you within my ability, but the ability of stepping through trees is something that only I can perform for myself and my kin. So you need to be a treant. However, then she starts to weave a sort of. You can see how in the air there is a sort of like magical symbol, and from it there's small sort of leaves, autumn leaves that sort of they fall down and then they disappear like fog. And you will get the, what do you call it? True. There is a spell that you can cast which makes you walk faster in 5e.
Long
Thanks.
stride.
Remember it?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
that's the one. So she will do that. She will also explain that she's quite concerned about what has happened here. Eticaps usually stay away from this type of forest, but they've come down the mountains in large number together with other monstrosities. She's concerned. She doesn't really know why. So yeah. But she thanks you, and she says, like, I do wish you the best of luck, and at the bottom of my heart, I thank you for your service. And then she looks at the body of the fallen elf and says, I will, of course, make sure that she will have a truly magnificent burial. And then she pauses and she says, if you don't mind, perhaps her gear might serve you better than it did for her. And the druid has one staff with a socket for the druid focus, which is a purple quartz crystal worth 25 GP, one sling and 12 bullets. And she also wears this sort of armor, which is at first it looks a little bit like it's metal, but it isn't. It's called iron oak, and it's shaped like leaves, so it functions like a scale armor, but you can wear it even if you can't wear metal armor.
Cool.
Mm.
I will thank Avin and take those items to the rest of the group. It's not, none of it is something that I would use, but somebody may find a use. Okay. Unfortunately, Avin is unable to send us through the trees, but she has cast a spell upon us that will allow us to travel further than we would normally in a day. So I suggest we move with haste back to our original mission. Find this tower of Agathos.
I agree, Killian. We may have lost a day.
Let's travel as hard as we can till it's time to rest. No distractions. Lene.
Yes.
I will. I'll take off. I'll lead the way.
Yeah. You know exactly where you're going. So the next hour when you travel not twice your speed, but it's you're much quicker than you usually are. It blurs a little bit. And after a while, the forest it changes back. So before you could see these sort of like butterflies that change colors, some sort of very strange flowers, a couple of mushrooms that seem to glow a little bit. But after a while, it sort of goes back to this sort of normal.
Wow! Whoa!
Yeah, it was over there.
Right, Vic.
At the point where things change, I
Yeah,
stop
it's a gradual sort of change. So it's not like a.
I grab Kingsman. I'm like, this is where to look out for. When you look for the veils between materialism and the beyond, look around you, spot the differences, look for the subtle changes and the things that don't belong. And he's smiling. You find beauty everywhere, in all forms. This is one of them.
Thank you, Vix. I will take that under consideration.
He's just smiling at you.
Yeah.
Can I get a glowy mushroom?
1, 2, 3. No. You're like, it was over there, but you sort of feel like, you went back, but you were walking too fast, so you can't really find it. You did have a look. Yeah, it was so pretty. You were like, well, it could have been poisonous, but it was also, pretty. It could have been really tasty. Next time. So yes, you walk quickly, and after an hour, as the afternoon turns to evening, you strike camp, and the following day, it is also a really beautiful autumn day, and you continue your journey to the Tower of Agathos, following Bjorn Amber Clan's map.
We get a long rest there.
Yes, you got a long rest in between.
Yes.
Ooh!
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
All the spellcasters go, yay!
Yay! Everyone was wounded. Hooray! Yeah, it's like you can be this close to death, and then the day after you're like,
I'm good.
Feel good. Like, how doesn't that work? I'm not entirely sure. Like, if you break your arm, it usually doesn't heal during 8 hours. But okay, never mind. Yes, exactly, precisely. So, you travel on the following day. The weather is beautiful, clear and crisp. It's autumn. You see a little bit of wildlife on your journey. You leave the forest, and after 3 days journey in total since you left Buckbridge, as the sun sets, you arrive to the Tower of Agathos. So this is where the 3 sort of different paths that you could take that sort of merge together from the twins. So you could either sort of go through the moor or through the tunnels or through the forest, but you choose through the forest, and now you're sort of like the last half an hour sort of together on the same path again. And you reach this tower. It's obviously dwarven in design, so very sort of with it's a square tower with a little bit of octagonal and small, what do you call them, like arrow slit window, with crenelles that they're so old that they used to be sharp once upon a time, but now they're sort of rounded with age. There's ivy climbing up through half of the tower, and the tower has sort of one middle tower and then sort of like side buildings, so to say. One of them is completely sort of it doesn't have a roof anymore, and you can see trees growing through where the roof used to be. And I can have perception from everyone.
Ooh.
Oh. So now I'm rolling
6.
16.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
24.
Ooh.
Oh!
Thunder Stealer.
Yeah.
Still,
You think you're pretty observant, but someone is sort of like at the back, sort of like, I saw that. So Killian, you see this before the rest of them. So the tree is a little bit on a hill with a sort of and then there are trees below it, and through the trees something catches your eye, and you see this before the rest of them, and then some of the group won't see it at all. There's something hovering between the trees, and it's leaving like a faint green trail.
Okay.
That's what you see.
I will stop the party. Look, between the trees, just there. There's a hovering object. It's leaving a green trail. I don't know what sort of creature that would be. Kingsman, can you see that? Can you identify what that might be?
If I look where he's pointing, do I see anything?
So if you stand still for a while, the ones who rolled above 12, you can see this. You see it again as it sort of, because it's gone between the trees and sort of pops up a little. It is a rounded object, and it appears to have one large eye, and then sort of stalks, tentacles or stalks with smaller eyes, and it's leaving like a greenish trail, and it has a jaw with sharp teeth.
What? In
I think I know what that is. Apart from the green trail, and you said it's hovering. It's not going along the ground. And the green trail is just in the air.
Behind it, sort of, before it fades off like fog.
Yeah.
Sure. Check. We roll to see.
You can roll a nature or history.
History.
I will roll nature.
13 history.
19 nature.
Nature says, a 19 in nature says that this is not an animal. It's some sort of monstrosity.
It's an abomination.
It's some sort of abomination, yes. History says, like, kind of reminds unnervingly about this sort of really super dangerous creatures that tend to...
We're still around inside the trees, aren't we? This is still a forest.
Yes.
And then there's a tower.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll quickly look to everyone and say, and I'll keep my voice low, but I'll say the whatever that is, it hasn't seen us yet. I think we either ambush it, we hide, or we leg it to the tower and shut the door behind us.
Have you guys seen something? Have you?
There is a big flying eyeball with teeth.
I think his head and sort of
What the fuck is that?
I'm gonna climb the nearest.
How do we know? Is it bad? Is it good? Do we know if it's a bad guy? Do we know if it's a good guy? What is it?
Wait, the kings, did you just climb the tree?
I'm spread out.
Where the fuck
I climb the tree.
You're not fighting for?
What? We're supposed to leg it? What? What are you doing up a tree?
Okay, who's keeping their voices down when you do this?
Not those two.
Exactly, it's gonna be honesty.
Listen. We have to come up with a plan. Kingsman says this thing hasn't seen us yet, so we need to be quiet. Now,
Kingsman had a plan. He said to leg it.
Yeah, but he has a
Kingsman,
plan.
you climbed up in the tree. The other,
Yes.
you can make a new perception.
Oh,
Really?
40.
22.
Jesus.
10.
14.
Yeah, okay. Everyone except Slinny. Kingsman, I assume you climbed the trees. You can see how it's bobbing between the trees, and then all of a sudden it's like, rip! All of these sort of tentacles are just like zooming in, and it's coming against you really quickly.
Right.
So, initiative!
Initiative.
Initiative!
Oh, I got a low one.
It's all right for me.
Right.
So, Toby, would you like me to put up the new map and a picture of the
Can we do
thing?
then? Yeah, I was going to say, can we do the new map but with just the surroundings? I don't know if we can shade off the middle of the tower.
Also, now that I've seen it, can I make a check to see if I know what it is?
Yes, you can decide history or nature.
Awesome. Let's see what I've got. Oh, both are not great. That's a 19.
Ooh.
In what?
In history.
In history. Oh, well. you've heard stories, this, and none of them are good. These are like the type of creatures definitely gonna murder and slaughter high-level parties of real adventures. They've been adventuring for years.
Gillian, I don't mean
This
to
is seriously very bad.
potential that this is possibly worse than what we just faced. Cows, wolves, dryads. This is bad. And he
This is
starts
why
to try and cower
supposed to
behind
be
a tree.
quiet.
Yeah, no, I get that.
All right. Do we have map or initiative order at least?
Ooh, right.
Fuck, we're actually facing a fucking beholder at level 2. That's the end of the creator series, guys. How many ice blocks do we see?
You see one large eye, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 smaller ones.
There's a lot of ice.
I have a picture when Tobias tells me we can put the picture up. For the players,
Yeah, we can
remember you
definitely
put your initiative in directly into the table.
DM Ian is now shitting himself.
Well, tell me what you rolled, and I can stick them in if you want.
Yes, so the creature got 17 plus 3, so 20.
Oh, great. Nice to have a lot more than I had.
Right, so if I put the picture up now, because they're going to see what the item is, yeah?
Yes, it's now coming closer, so you can definitely see what it is.
Only because it's got fantastic artwork.
No.
Observant.
Right.
Boom.
Killian, Vix, Kara, it's all yours. Just have at it.
It's some sort of like weird puppy face thing, isn't it? It's like
It's a fox kind of snout.
Look at the snail.
You realize as it's
have a
coming. Yeah. So
Look at the staples in it. This is a Frankenbeholder.
Frankenbeholder.
and as it's coming close, what did we have for initiative? Was it? Yeah,
14
it's
for me.
Yeah,
just point
yeah. No, I have it all here. As
It's
it's
like
coming
generic.
closer, it goes from like, oh shit, it's then as it's really sort of coming up to you, it's like, oh, hang on, it's actually about this big. It's so it's like 1 foot. You're like, oh, I thought it looked bigger from because of perspective. So it's actually only about this big. And it's going to attack. It can choose between all of you except Kingsman, who's up in the tree. 1, 2, 3. Not Kings. 4, 5. Yeah, okay. 5, 6.
Just a little
what
clap.
was your
That's
initiative?
really, really cool artwork and a very, very cool monster. That is incredible.
Yeah, thanks to one of our fantastic artists. The description was a little bit odd, as you might have could imagine.
Yeah,
But she did a really good job.
But this is like one of those horror film things where, like, this was in your mind.
Yeah, exactly. And it's flying directly up to you, Flinny. And it's
course.
going to.
The beholder magnet.
Yeah, you can see sort of the eye, which on a closer look looks like a cow eye. It's sort of going like poison vomit green, and the ray sort of shooting out directly at you, and you can make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Right. This is when I turn into another one of those. Then who's
Tove, if you look at the map, is the positioning okay?
Yeah, that looks fine.
Sure.
That looks perfect. Yeah.
11.
Okay. You take. So you made a save.
Yes.
Yes. Then you take. You take 2 in damage. As it's sort of like. Yeah, well, as I said, it's like this sort of ray coming out and like and it hits you in the chest, and it's sort of like, floof.
I scream at the top of my lungs, like I'm mortally wounded.
And then it's moving its full move. Oh yeah, here we are. Let's see if we can move it. Over there. Zoop.
Right.
Killian, get it, don't let it escape.
Wait. Sorry about all the talking. Did it fly down from way up there, zap me in my chest, and then it flew over there?
Yes.
Okay, this is going to be a problem.
And it's Kara.
I guess I'm going to.
Oh yeah, no, Eric, you're right. It can't do exactly that. That's a little bit too far. I'm sorry. That's wrong. Well, sorry,
That's
because
that
would
still
be,
moving very fast. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Is that where it is, Torge?
Yes, that's where it is. Yes, sorry.
Okay, I'm going to start running, charging towards it.
Yep.
There. And I'm going to try and attack it.
Go for it.
With my sword. Wow. Oh no, that's not a 1. Okay, it's a 7. 7 and 1s look alike sometimes. 7,
but
8, 9, 10, 12, 13.
that's a miss.
Okay.
It's so small, and all of these sort of nerving tentacle that on close it looks like really large slugs. It's very confusing somehow. So yeah. All
That is my
right.
turn.
Yes. Then it's Killian.
Okay. I'm gonna move opposite Kara. And I'll bonus action rage, please. So again, tattoos glow green, and a dragon becomes foremost on the back cart. And then I'm going to take a big old battle axe swing straight at it. That's only a 7, so I'm gonna go reckless. I'm gonna go reckless attack, get advantage. 8, 3, and then a 4.
Whoa.
So I swing wildly as my rage blossoms. Obviously expecting it to be much bigger.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You thought it was going to be, you can't miss it, but it's all of a sudden, and it's hovering. It's tricky.
Yeah, my go.
Yeah. Then it is Vix.
Yeah, and pulling the rapier out. He's like, no, don't let it go. And terrifying stories. 25 to get to that. So it's surrounded on all sides. He takes the rapier and slashes down left-handed. It's almost wild this time. It's not like a dance move. He's just in a panic. 15 plus 4 for a 19.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Nice.
That is 4 plus.
Skewer it.
6 points of piercing damage.
Yes.
Wow.
And then I'm going to do bonus action as my offhand attack, so I don't get proficiency on this one because I don't have 2-weapon fighting. So it's just it's 14.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, the dagger from the back, and you've never seen the dagger come out. It's clean as anything. And he just splashed with it with his right hand, and just whiffs completely. He's like, looks like desperately at Kara, and he's like, "Don't let this thing leave."
No.
Okay. Then it is Flinny.
Right, so my last impression, just from a few seconds ago, was that it zapped me in my chest with some kind of nasty green ray. So
yeah,
I scream, "It's magic-ing me! It's magic-ing me!" And then I climbed the tree, which is immediately north of me.
Okay. I think it's gonna get if you climb the tree, you're gonna leave the melee area.
Yes,
So it
I'm
will try
totally
to.
aware of that. But Blue
Yeah.
is not having any of this.
As you try to climb the tree, that little fox jaw is trying to bite your bum.
Yeah.
So
The horror.
AC 12.
I think no, it's actually a miss.
Oh, it's a miss.
17.
Dangerously close to the private part, but you managed.
Right. Is there a check for climbing the tree?
In your panic stage, yes.
Right. Athletics.
DC
right?
10.
DC 10.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna have to hatch you.
Actually, fail. I rolled a 2 plus 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you sort of you try to climb really quickly, but you're mainly just hugging the tree, sort of like help, and then this little creature trying to bite you.
Oh my goodness! How big
Someone
was
needs to give Flinnis some lessons. Life.
But look at it!
The cow line is horrible. Talking about bad.
I'm just hugging the tree, closing my eyes, and like, make it go away.
Okay, Kingsman, you look down at your party.
Right, from the height in the tree, if I shoot this creature, will I miss Flinny?
You're shooting into the creature is in combat.
Kind
you
of
will
down
have
in.
to,
Yeah.
yeah, but you can shoot into. Yeah, you find the right angle, so that would work.
Here we go. I'm not 20.
Yeah! Hey!
Yes.
Shit. What's my damage? Oh, it's 5. It's 9 damage.
It's 9 damage.
Oh, well.
I was
What we
gonna
doing
say,
for
is that it?
what we doing for that 20?
Wow.
Is that 18 damage? Is it double damage?
You roll twice for all the dice.
Okay.
So
that-
if you have
that
a
was-
D8, then you're 2 D8s, and then plus your modifier. But you
Okay.
don't double the modifier.
I got a 5. So that's 8.
14.
14. Yeah. I've got 2
That's
5s
14?
and a 4. 14.
Nice.
That is
Very
more
good
than enough.
Ooh.
Round.
It hits directly into that cow eye, and it sort of falls to the ground. And as it does, it starts to all these stitches they come loose, and as it sort of deflates like some sort of abominational cake, everyone who are within 30
Abominational
feet
cake.
will have to do a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Oops.
Oh, this one I lost.
Nailed it.
16.
Nat 20.
Well, I'm not looking, so it kind of makes sense.
Well
24.
done. Well done.
18.
Okay, so if anyone failed that, you get you lose. Let's see. You become. Yeah, it's so disgusting. You get poisoned, but only for 1 round by the putrid stench, as is sort of like some sort of cake or quiche or just. And it's snails and cow eyes and a half decomposed fox jaw falls
Good.
into. And some of these sort of snails try to crawl away. They're heading towards you, Flinny.
Does a 14 pass?
What did I say?
I don't
DC
know.
10.
In here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that should pass. Yeah.
Okay.
Nix vomits all over it.
And rightly so, because it's really gross. It's the smell and the smell in combination with the visual of this thing just falling apart.
Oh,
It's a little bit too much.
that was the worst.
Yep.
I'll reach down and pick Kingsman's arrow up and wave it at the tree and say, "Do you want this back?"
Not anymore.
Yeah.
It's an X
smelly.
arrow.
It has ceased to be.
I'll put it in my backpack.
Hmm?
You never know.
Well, I think the element of surprise is out of the window right now. Then they did some good vocal work there, but what can we see from here?
You
Yeah.
see the tower and this sort of dwindling old. It's not a staircase. It's more like steps that has been carved into the directly into the cliff side. It's very very old, so it's sort of it's quite worn. And yeah, there's a fallen tree further away and two double doors. One of them, the hinges are broken, so it's sort of tilted, and then these sort of narrow arrow slit windows, but the windows are long gone. It's just openings. But yeah, as I said, it's like a big tower and then with small two side buildings. So it looks a little bit like a very very small Gothic church, but in a tower shape.
Gillian, the stories that I've heard of these, whatever that was, it wasn't what I thought it was, but there was a lot of eyes. Do you think it was a guard? Do you think it was something keeping watch?
Possibly. But it had dog bits, so it could have been a guard.
I don't
This
see anything like
tower,
that.
this tower was supposed to have been made by a mage, or inhabited by a mage at some point. I remember that coming up when we discussed it with Bjorn. These creatures you know about, are they normally associated with mages? Is this somebody's attempt at recreating one of them?
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that much, maybe, but from what I remember, they're solitary beings, these the eye tyrants, and they hate everything. They're evil. There's songs, tales, stories of them, and where I'm from, a lot of the elders may have. There are stories of them fighting them in the past, but not like great wars or anything, just monsters. But yeah, I don't know much more than that. It's just a round beast with many eyes.
Then I suppose it tells us there's somebody here potentially, that this place isn't abandoned.
Yeah, and if this place is still magical, I can detect magic, but again, I can only do that so many times per day, unless we stop and I need like 10 minutes and I can ritually cast it. But just so you guys are aware, if we need to detect any magic, I can do that. But I also want to save it for healing. Yesterday got hairy and I don't want to lose. And he looks back at Flynn. I think he might need a little help.
Oh, me?
Yeah, yeah, you're right, mate.
No, I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah, I got this. As long as we don't meet anything like that again. Because that I'm not having.
When Nick mentions help, I suddenly remember about my medallion, and I cast aid again.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I'll split the medallion, mostly spiritual medallion, into 3 pieces, and I'll give
it to the frontline fighters.
I'll keep one myself. I'll give one to Kara. Kingsman, are you gonna? We're inside now. I know you normally go with bow at range, but what do you think? You gonna join us up front in combat? Or are you intending to start the back? Because if you're intending to start the back, I'll boost Flynn for what comes next.
You can boost Flynn anyway.
Okay. Right, everyone who takes a part in the medallion will get 5 additional hit points to their current and maximum hit point totals.
Ooh, nice. That's very nice.
Does it look dark inside through that? You said the door's like slightly off on its hinges. Does it look like it's dark inside? Does it look like it's lit? Are we here in the morning or?
You're right, just as dusk is creeping in. You can roll a perception if you like.
12.
Ah, yeah. It looks dark from what you can see.
I'll pull out the hooded lantern from the bloody backpack.
Yep.
On my way over I climbed down from the tree, and on my way past, looking at this thing, just to take note of the stitches. This is not just a magical construct. This thing was on purposely stitched together.
Yes.
And when I make my way to the group, it's just be aware that some of the things we may find inside could be quite disturbing. Make sure you're ready.
Right. You got this.
Brushes off his waistcoat. I don't want to get filmed.
I put my bow just over my shoulder. There's a couple of straps to keep it in place, and down behind the middle of my backpack, I pull out my spear.
Shall we?
Tulip.
Shall we?
Yeah.
I got my 2 swords out.
Equip my sword. I equip my shield and my battle axe, and I'll take the lead.
Yeah.
I'll stride in. You said one of the doors was fallen, caved in, didn't you?
Yeah, one of them is like the hinges are rusted, so it's just it's half open already. Just so that I know the order, unless you say otherwise, it's just good for me to know which order you're always walking. So Killian is going to be in the front.
Killian up front, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be in the back.
then-
I'll protect the back then.
Yeah.
And I'll cast light on Flinne's headpiece again.
There really is something to that.
And then who's
It's
second?
good.
Killian?
It shows where the enemies can aim first.
I mean, I put this away when you cast that, so he puts the lantern back away. I'll go somewhere in the middle.
Right.
Cool. So who's number 2 in order?
I can go. I can go second.
Yeah.
I'll go third.
Kingsman.
Well, she's in the middle.
And then Flinny, you're number 4 then.
Not that squishy. I'm just not wearing armor. Out of pure ignorance.
Yeah, so this
Right.
is just the order. Like, if you want to go in another order, then just let me know. But otherwise, this is the order that I assume that you're always walking.
So I'm looking at like the 4th in line, and 3 people in front of me, and I have this bright light on
Yes.
my foot. So everyone's like big scary shadows ahead, right?
It also looks quite sort of like as you enter and your shadow sort of goes up. It looks, yeah, exactly. It looks like you're really, really large. So it's definitely quite atmospheric.
Well, it's a strategy. Let's do
It's a
this.
strategy. You crawl through the half-open door and you enter the entrance of the tower. The windows, as I said, narrow slits windows used for crossbows once upon a time have been broken since long ago, and the ground is covered with dead leaves and small pieces of old shattered glass. There is an old guard bench that has been eaten by woodworms. And there's a stone staircase that's leading up. There's 2 doors, one to the left and one to the right from this room.
Quiet.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Should we split and take a look at each side of the room? Looks like that one door's been broken down there.
I'll go left. So if I'll make my way and stand. Is this footprints on the floor?
You can roll a survival if you like.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep. we'll do that.
I'll nod at Kingsman and take the other door.
I've got 18 on survival.
I got
That's
9.
more than enough. 9 is not telling you anything really. It's like animal tracks. but above 12 will tell you that you find tracks of birds and badgers. And there's
Badgers.
also humanoid footprints. They are quite slender and appear to be the person who's wearing them are wearing some sort of soft boots. You also find an old broken flag. So yeah.
Is the flag what's on the floor next to Vix?
Yes.
Could I pick that up and inspect the flag to see if I know what flag it is?
Sure.
History?
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, that's a 15.
Ooh. It's as you pick it up, it just falls into pieces because it's so old. But you recognize it. You remember an old sort of a song that was about this sort of conquering Iron Clan shield that used flags and how they were used to warn and also send messages about patrols. So this is probably one of those flags.
I'll just whisper across to Kingsman and be like, it's just a messenger flag. Maybe for battlements, defense.
And it's many centuries old, so it's amazing that it's actually it's still there. But as I said, as you touch it, it just falls into stock pretty much to dust.
Okay. Well, me and Vix have got the doors on this side. Killian, you've got that door.
Yeah.
There's an opening bottom right.
I can go to the opening, and I'll look at Flynn. Shall we?
Absolutely.
Okay. So who's going to the left? Oh, where were you going? Left.
I'm following Garrett.
So left-hand side is Kingsman and Vix. They've got a door each on that left-hand side. Kingsman's at the north door, Vix at the south. And then on the right-hand side, I've taken the north door, and Finay and Kara have taken the opening.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. And what are you going to do now? Like 1, 2, 3, batch, or
Yes.
are you taking one room?
When everyone is in position, it'll be a 3, 2, 1 hand signal, and then the doors open.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Oh,
Wait,
we'll just
three.
read through. Read through.
Yes, we're going to open all the doors at the same time on 3.
Is it 1, 2, 3, knock, or is it 1, 2?
You haven't got a door. Just stick your head in.
You don't have a door. Just stick your head in.
All right,
Yeah.
I stick my head in.
Split the party. I like it.
No,
All
on
right.
3. On 3.
That's right.
Somewhat uncoordinated, you manage to open doors or stick your head through doors that have already fallen in. There's a little bit. So to the left, there is. You look into a room with more sort of debris on the floor, on the flagstone floor, broken windows, an old wooden rack that has been used for battle axes and crossbows, but it's just sort of the small pieces of it left. There's a large bird's nest. Oh, we're to the other side, but that's fine. And there are also streaks of black soot on the ground. The room to the right is completely overgrown. The roof is gone here, and at some time, people have removed the stones and probably used them for other buildings. It's several large trees clad in autumn colors, and part of the walls, as I said, has been dismantled.
Can I do a general perception in this room, like if there's anything that's like out of the ordinary or?
Yeah, you can roll a perception or investigation.
Let's see that. Yep. Okay. Here we go. 19.
Ooh. You find two things that catches your attention. The first one is, so the trees have sort of destroyed this flagstone flooring. It's all cracked, but among these pieces of stone, You find an octagonal gold coin with a profile of a very proud dwarven woman, and with runes around, sort of old dwarven, ancient dwarven runes that you can't read. That's the first object you find. You also find in a corner something that looks like a very small stuffed animal, about this big, and as you touch it to investigate, it just folds into pieces. It seems to be containing some sort of herb.
Can I make some type of check on the herb?
Nature? Sure.
No, it's a 6.
Yeah. Some sort of herb.
I'll pocket.
Yeah.
I'll pocket both of the things for now.
I mean, you can show it to someone else if you like.
I'll look back at Flynn with the herbs.
Yeah, I take that and I inspect it closely.
Yeah, it's like dried herbs.
Oh, okay. That's actually an 18.
Oh, you're like, yes, this is some sort of nepentha, also known as catnip.
Yeah. Don't ask me how I knew that. I just did. Just handed back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might come handy. I'll just put it in my bag for now.
Yes. No worries.
What was the size of the toy? Was it very big? Was it? Oh, okay, good. Just
Like-
checking.
No.
Yeah,
He's been playing with that.
Yeah. No.
No,
That's a lot of catnip.
about this.
Yeah.
I know, many years old.
Okay.
What? Do we know anything else about catnip in this world, or is it just straight up catnip for a cat?
Yeah, you can potentially use it for other things as well. Bad cooking springs into mind, but no, it's
Me?
it's nice looking. It's a flower. People sometimes use it in gardens, but yeah, and crazy cat lady. As they are prone to do.
It's there.
Well, should we go find the others? Renee?
Yes.
Absolutely. Stand back.
Do you want to search the other room?
Yeah.
Yes.
When?
You can
Should we
roll.
do on 3?
Check those corners.
So we do on 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. We both burst the doors in.
Yep.
Are we kicking them down and looking cool, or are we just going in?
Oh yes. As
This
I've
is what I
trained
mean.
you.
It's not
As I've
easy.
trained you. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm looking.
Oh.
Like puts the rapier away and like stands up
2,
tall.
3.
Yeah, one of the doors are just sort of the hinges were so rusty, so when you do that, it just flats. So the other one burst open, and you enter a room which is pretty neglected, and this is the one that I described before because I misunderstood where you were, with broken windows and a wooden rack for battle axe and a large bird nest and streaks of black soot on the floor.
Gotcha.
That was fun. Thank you. I guess we look through the dirt.
Yeah.
Well, the soot will. Someone's had a campfire here. Vix, can you? I don't suppose we know.
You can roll survival if you want to investigate if it's a campfire.
Can I just investigate the room as an investigation?
15.
Yeah, you can do that as well.
15 on a campfire. Well done.
Yeah, it's not a campfire. It's something else. It looks more like some sort of explosion of sort. But judging off that the old abandoned bird nest is untouched, it was probably quite some time ago.
21 on the investigation. If Kingsman points out that that's a blast, can I make an arcana check to see if it's magic?
Yes, you can.
It's not as good. 12.
But that's enough. There is a lingering evocation magic that is connected to these suit marks.
Kingsman, this is magic. And he like rubs his fingers across on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel the sort of like the old evocation magic.
Concern is
sort
how
of
old
magic.
this is.
Points at the bird's nest.
Just
older than
tower. Well, it's an abandoned tower in the woods.
Nature seems to have reclaimed this room, and I don't know if there's any magic after it, but yeah.
Yes. And I think that's pretty much where we're gonna break for tonight before you climb higher to the tower. If that's okay for you.
We didn't die.
Oh, I know.
I know.
I tried so hard.
We know what died. Yeah, but this is a good place to stop before it gets intense and exciting and all of that. So yeah. Good.
Very nice.
Good.
Right. Okay.
So we are back in. Sorry, Ian.
2 weeks.
Sorry, I was just saying, I'm admiring the map. I think it's really cool.
Thank you. I made the map. So yeah, I do some of the maps, and then we have a really talented artist who hand draw the maps as well. But this one I made, so thank you. Like the first ones I did were like not because I don't have an education or anything, but I do like it. So and it's I'm quite pleased with it.
Right.
Cool.
Will we?
Right. And on that note, we will see you again in 2 weeks. We will. I'm assuming we're going to go upstairs because there is a flight of stairs there. So I was going to say to Vix whether this old abandoned tower, do we think it's safe, like structurally safe?
And
we'll find out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and that weird creature that you met. Does it have a master? Was it alone? What else do you find in the tower?
I think it was the master.
Oh yeah, no, sure. Yeah, that was it. This is just going to be like.
Netflix needs to go to level 5, you say?
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Well, there we go. Thank you all very much for playing. Thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget, you can find all of Midnight Tower's stuff right here on this link. There you go. midnight-tower.com for all of the Midnight Tower goodies. And
oh yeah.
And there's also Band of Badgers merch.
Yes. And I heard that there's someone who's making fantastic dice in the gang as well.
Oh, dice! Oh,
that guy right there. He's right there. Sit down.
It's also part of it. And Deanna, go check out Deanna. Deanna.
Yes, I'll be. I have a couple of things. Yeah, Harbingers tomorrow night. No, it's on hold. I apologize. It's on hold. But on Sunday for Spanish Heritage Month, I'll be on a show. So just follow my socials for a one-shot.
Yeah, and like and subscribe and all of that.
If you definitely like and subscribe, we like that. If you have any comments for Tove and Eric, Midnight Tower, do put them in the comments below. If you're watching this on YouTube, for those of you who joined us live, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. And again, we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Until that time, bye.
Bye.